Hello, my name's Maria Marshall. I'm filming in the mirror. I'm an artist and I want to talk to you about Pizzagate. I understand that you don't know whether there's a divide in the United States as to whether it's real or it's not real, or it's fake news. I have had a personal experience with Pizzagate, and I would like to talk to you about it so that you can really discover yourself whether it's real or not real. Just checking that the camera, yeah, it's still rolling. The Pizzagate channel, Bill, I believe his name is, appropriated my work without permission to use my copyright, and did 7 programs on me. I think it was between 2.5 years ago and 3 years ago. He also did the same thing with Marina Abramovic, who I believe is in the media at the moment. As an artist, you aren't asked to explain your work. It should work on its own merit, and it's designed not to be appropriated by a channel on YouTube, but to be seen in a gallery context. So I make short films. They are between 18 seconds and 2.5 minutes long. And I show them in a museum context. I've shown at the Metropolitan Museum. I'm in the Guggenheim collection. I've shown at the Whitney. I was the artist spotlight at Sundance in 2009. So I'm a British artist from the United Kingdom, and I have shown internationally. But those are examples of American institutions that have been following my work. So therefore, the guy from the Pizzagate channel, he could have done some research and looked at how my work, what the trajectory of my work is. So if he did that, he would have found out that my work is based on Jungian philosophy. It deals with shadow work and bringing shadow or traumas to the forefront, into the light, which is actually enables one to heal. And that goes also for the viewer who is triggered in order to deal with their own childhood wounds. My work spans from shadow work to light work. So I have danced at the base camp of Mount Everest in a Sufi turn, which is a meditation. It's at 5,500 meters. The Pizzagate channel and Bill, I believe his name is, took my work and had their own rhetoric over the top of it. They built up their own story in order to, in my mind, sensationalize the image in order to have more following within the channel. What he should have done is he should have done his research, and he should have asked special effects people, because I actually use special effects. I am very much interested in the language of cinema. So I'm going to talk about 2 films that he put at least 7 films up at any one time and talked about them. But I'm going to talk about 2 films so I can explain to you how they were done, which I wouldn't normally do, because it's always better to keep the viewer wondering. But basically, the Smoking Baby, which is called When I Grow Up I Want to Be a Cooker, which is my son at 2 years and 2 months. I put he's sucking on a plastic cigarette, and we light the end of it in with special effects, so that as he sucks, it illuminates like a cigarette. Then he blows perfect smoke rings They are literally like absolutely perfect smoke rings. So we sample the smoke rings, and then we put it so that when he purses his lips, it looks like he's making perfect smoke rings. So the film is 6 seconds of footage, a close-up, a wide, and a medium. And in those 6 seconds of footage, I repeat it 3 times, and over the 3 times, I build up the smoke so you can't see him anymore. So the whole construction of the film is obviously not not as you would, as it could be, that it could be real. Also, it's really, really perfect. The lighting is perfect. The film is 35mm, so it's perfect. If you're filming a kid smoking, you wouldn't go to all that trouble of having all the lighting and then just say, oh, can you please do it again and do it again, do it so that you're making these perfect smoke rings. But all he needed to do was to go to a flame op or a video, and they'd say, well, no, that's definitely, the construction's not real, etc. We've seen children smoke on, in real life. You've seen the boy on the back of a motorbike in Thailand, for example. It's not like this kind of film. This is a suspension of disbelief. It plays on cinema. So just checking, still recording. The other film that I did was of a child smoking, which was a comment on what's happening in America. No, sorry, my mind is away with the fairies. I made a film of my son shooting a gun. Bill from the Pizzagate channel said that it was a snuff movie. I didn't know what a snuff movie meant, but now I do, which is I'm filming, he's suggesting that I'm filming my son shooting somebody. So the construction of this film is a boy, my son, I ask him to do a performance. So we've got 35mm stock, and he looks at the camera seriously. He turns his head. He looks to the camera again. He starts to smile, and then he starts to laugh. Like that. And then he lifts up a gun over one eye and shoots the gun. It's all in slow motion. Boom. And you see the bullet come out of the gun, and then he puts his hand down, the gun down, and his shirt, which is red, and the background is orange. It's with a fan behind it. The shirt that he starts to cry, and the background goes from orange to red, like his shirt. So if you look at the construction of this, it's obvious that the background is made to go from orange to red, and if you looked at the bullet that comes out of the gun, boom, it's in slow motion. It comes out very slowly. A CGI expert would say that is an animated bullet, so not a real bullet, basically. So my criticism of the this Pizzagate channel is that he hasn't done his homework. Now, what he alleges in his program is, he says I'm a paedophile. He says I make my son smoke. He says that I get my son to kill somebody, and I'm filming it. He also was involved with Hillary Clinton. Oops, I'm losing from the. He's with Hillary Clinton's campaign when they were raising money in the pizzeria for her campaign, and they say that it's a child pornography ring. he says that it's child pornography, and he cites someone from North Carolina to go down there with a gun, and the guy shoots a closed door. It's not a child pornography, it's a pizzeria. He shoots a closed door, and then the police get involved, and the guy goes to jail for 4 years. I mean, I did a show at the National Museum for Women in the Arts in Washington, and the Washington Post sort of slowed down all his programs by supporting me and talking about him, and the fact that he was stirring like this. So, why is he stirring? He's stirring in order to get notoriety for his channel. He's stirring because he doesn't care that the American people are going to live in fear. It's fear-mongering, right? So I don't believe in fear-mongering, and I don't believe that I believe that I should speak about this, because and actually talk about my work and show that it's show people how to look into it, to understand whether this man is really up to no good. So with that, I'm going to leave you, and thank you for listening to me, and I hope that it was or it is illuminating. Thank you.